Hey everyone, it's Eric, and this evening I have my Kringle Halloween candle haul for you.
Oh, how exciting.
They arrived yesterday afternoon, so I'm kind of excited to show you some of the Kringle Halloween candles that I was able to get this year. So for the last 2 years, you guys, I have not been able to get a hold of that Sleepy Hollow candle from them, and I finally got it this year, so the third year was the charm for this one. But yeah, I don't even remember what day they came out here in August. I just remember getting an email that day. I knew they were coming out in August, but the past few weeks, you guys, have just been a blur, so I really wasn't paying attention. And I saw my email saying, hey, tonight at 12:01, Kringle was releasing their Halloween candles. I'm like, ugh, I was so tired that night. I was like, I'll just stay up to 12:01 and get the candles I want. So, these Halloween candles, they're pricey. They're $31.50 for the 2 wicks.
Excuse me.
And then the 3 wick Halloween candles are $25.50. So a little pricey. So if you are able to use an ambassador code for them, it helps take 15% off, which is what I did. I use Lizzie's Halloween code. I think it's Hazel15, and I just used hers because, it's always good to support a friend, right? So yes, help out wherever you can. So I used her code and saved myself a little bit of money. So the first one I got was the Sleepy Hollow, because that was number one on my list. I've been trying to get this one, like I said, for the past few years. I love this label they did. I just think it looks so cool, perfect for Halloween. And so finally this year I was able to get it. Last year they did that early access, and maybe they did this year, I don't know. But last year I know they did that early access, and I had some kind of computer glitch and it wouldn't let me on till after midnight. So by the time I got on, it was sold out.
Oklahoma.
And, it wasn't just me. There was a bunch of people last year that had that computer glitch. But this year, fortunately, I was able to get it. Now, your scent notes on this, the top is pumpkin spice and incense. Your mid is cedarwood and clove. And your base is caramel and citrus. So for me, I get kind of like a smoky fragrance on this. There is a slight sweetness, so I'm guessing that would be the caramel, and there is some cedarwood in there. I really don't pick up the pumpkin spice scent note so much, but yeah, there is a little smokiness to it. And I figured this out, that that's the incense, because usually incense to me, I think of like patchouli or something like that, but the incense in this case is kind of like a smokiness. It smells nice. It doesn't smell as like maybe foody as I thought it would, but I do like the way this smells. And again, love the label, so I'm happy to finally get a hold of this one this year. And then the next one we're going to talk about is Halloween. I believe this one is also sold out. So Sleepy Hollow, I believe, is sold out right now, and so is Halloween. I believe this is sold out as well now.
Oh, fiddle-de-dee.
This one is black licorice, anise, and fennel. Your mid is clove, cinnamon, and nutmeg. And your base is musk, cedarwood, sweet, tonka, and vanilla. I get more of like the fennel or anise on this one. And then there is a bit of like a kitchen spice scent. So that's probably the clove, cinnamon, nutmeg, kind of like that trifecta. There is a slight sweetness to it, just kind of like, not a sugar sweet, but kind of like if you've ever gone to like a Middle Eastern restaurant, and sometimes after dinner they'll bring over this, it's kind of like a sugared anise and coconut that you can use as a breath freshener. It's kind of like that kind of a sweetness, if you know, know what I'm talking about. But yeah, there's like a little sweetness to it. Smells nice though. It does smell nice. I do like this one. Some of these candles, some of these Halloween candles, these larger 2-wick cylinder candles, I feel like sometimes they're just a little too much going on in them, and almost get like my nose gets a little confused of like what I'm smelling. But so far those are actually quite nice. Next is this, it's evil, and the label is actually pretty creepy looking to me. That just kind of looks kind of creepy. Kind of reminds me of like It, Stephen King's It with that red balloon there. So this one, your top is pastry and spice, your mid is butter and caramel, and your base is almond and vanilla. I love almond, so you get the almond for sure. It smells very similar to like almond extract when you're baking. There's butter. There is kind of like a foodie pastry scent note in there. Yeah, it's a very foodie candle. So this is like a really delicious scent for a real creepy label, but it smells really, really good, you guys. So if you like your foodie candles, yeah, this is very foodie. I do believe this one's still available. And like I said, if you use like a ambassador code, I am not an ambassador. I know Lizzie is. Her code is Hazel15, and I believe it's Hazel15. Oh my gosh, I hope that's the right code. And you'll save 15%. So they're $31.50. You'll get like $4.72 off. They come to like $26.78, I believe. Still pricey, but every bit helps, right?
That's right.
And then the next candle is this Witch's Cauldron. I really like the label on this one. And that label kind of reminds me of that wallflower that Bath & Body Works has out for Halloween.
Right.
And this one is a pretty simple scent note. So your top is cedar and clove, your mid is incense, and your base is citrus. I like that. I like it when they just do kind of more of a simple fragrance lineup like that. I don't need something all crazy that I can't figure out what I'm smelling. So you definitely get the cedar and that incense. And again, the incense is like a smokiness. So it's kind of like a woodsy, smoky fragrance to me. And there's a slight citrus, almost like a citrus rind scent in there, kind of thrown in there. But overall, yeah, I really like it. It's woodsy, it's smoky. Really, really good, you guys. I really like this. I hope it has a nice throw. And it's interesting about this one. So if you smell the Witch's Cauldron and then you go back to Sleepy Hollow, you can smell more. Yeah, see, now Sleepy Hollow smells much more foodie, where before, when I first smelled it, you just get like the smokiness and the cedar wood. Now you can kind of get that pumpkin spice note. So that Witch's Cauldron kind of helps me kind of smell more of the sweeter scent notes on the Sleepy Hollow. So interesting. And then the last candle for the 2 wicks, these 2 wick jar styles, is this Trick or Treat. And what's interesting about this Trick or Treat candle is there's also a 3 wick Trick or Treat candle from them, and they're both completely different fragrances. So this Trick or Treat in the 3 wick they had out last year, and it's fabulous. We'll talk about this one in a second. But first we're going to talk about the Trick or Treat they did this year for this large 2 wick cylinder. I love the label because of the fact that they use a foil to make these labels. These jack-o'-lanterns, the light hits them just right and they'll glow. So it's a very, very cool effect they did with these labels. Your scent notes on this one, the top is poison apple, green, aldehydic, fir, marine. Your mid is pine, cinnamon, and clove. Your base is sandalwood, musk, cedarwood, guaiac wood, and moss. There is kind of like a green apple fragrance in there, kind of like a Granny Smith. But there's also kind of like a fir pine scent mixed in, some moss. Overall, yeah, there is like an apple, kind of an apple top note in there, but the rest of it smells more like a cleaning agent to me. Yeah, it smells kind of like something you would do to like clean your floors with.
Catastrophe.
So it's an interesting scent. Like, it's not a bad fragrance, but I don't know if I'd want my whole house to smell like this. It kind of, like I said, it smells like it's something you would use to clean your house. Like, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like this is something that I would pour in a bucket of water to mop my floors with.
Mop and Glow. It cleans and shines every time you damp mop. Why would anyone use anything else?
So, not a bad scent, but like I said, I don't think I'd want my whole house necessarily to smell like this. Love the label though, so this one's probably going to end up more as a decor piece. I'll definitely burn it to see just what it really does, but overall, yeah, I'm not like, it just smells like a cleaning agent to me. So the other trick or treat, which is completely different, is their 3-wick, and these are their 14-ounce candles. So this is this year's particular jar style. Let me show you last year's trick or treat. So cute. I love last year's too. They did these little ghosts and jack-o'-lanterns last year, and it was a luminary, so it just really was cute how it lit up. And this candle, you guys, is so good and foodie and yummy. So your scent notes on this are, the top is orange, coconut, and nuts. Your mid is chocolate, rum, and patchouli. And the base is amber, sandalwood, cedarwood, and musk. You really get the chocolate, and there's like the nuts in there. There is some of that rum comes through too. This is just so good, you guys. I love this candle. It really is a great fragranced candle, you guys. Just smells so yummy. I love this candle. So I'm super happy that they brought this back again this year, because last year's was so good. And, they're kind of pricey, and they don't always do, Kringle doesn't always do like really big sales. So I tend not to have a whole lot of Kringle candles. Like, I don't have a lot of backups of things usually. So I was really, really happy to see this come back out this year so I could pick up another one. And then the final 3-wick candle that I did pick up from them was the Pumpkin Smash. So here's the Pumpkin Smash. You just have all these little jack-o'-lanterns around the side. And this one, the top scent notes are white pumpkin seeds, pumpkin puree, and lemon. Your mid is brown sugar, cinnamon sticks, nutmeg shavings, and your base is maple butter, toffee, and vanilla extract. So you definitely get the toffee and that maple, the butter. There's some vanilla. That really comes through. So the base of this candle, the base scent notes really, really do come through. I don't really pick up like a pumpkin puree scent like on cold anyways. But there are some like, maybe some spices in there. Probably the cinnamon and nutmeg. Overall, though, it just smells really good. This one smells very, very foodie as well, so this one's really nice. I feel like the 3-wick candles that they do for Halloween tend to be a little bit more mainstream in a way, and definitely more my style as far as the fragrances I like. So, like something like this, I would love to have fragrance the house, whereas like the what is it, that trick or treat, this just smells like I just, mopped the floors. So I, don't really need to have my house smell like that. So I'd rather have them smell more foodie. I love foodie scents, you guys, though, so maybe that's just how I am. We're all different. We all smell things differently. So if you picked up any of these Kringle Halloween candles, please leave a comment down below of which ones you got and what you're finding with them. And as always, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.